Messina, Australia. Ja, nisuyo tato valpitonga ni UNICEF, misi tato paanga mali kanonia. Kaya mafunga sa ngole la fiunga minister, misi la fiunga la sili patalo pangapendo aila wabia tuai. Ili tato basina, tuskala tato pamwezi inside out. Yeah, welcome. On behalf of Honorable Minister Mukola, Minister for Women, Community and Social Development, I am humbled to welcome Deputy High Commissioner Claire and Chief Field Officer Kin Boy, as well as our respective media colleagues to our press conference today. Welcome also to our partners, members of the diplomatic corps, our development partners, and as well as our friends gathered here this morning. So I won't go into much detail of the press conference, otherwise I'll spoil the moment, but I'm here to introduce Lafiomaya Kotino Mwana Sahato Ashwenki, who will be facilitating our press conference today. As you're all aware, Mwana is our former Miss Samoa and as well as our reigning Miss South Pacific Islands. And we're very privileged to have her present here today. It is a symbol of ministry and community sector empowering our youth to lead and to take ownership and to take the initiative of anything community, any developments for the purpose of our community sector partners. There have been, you'll also note in our program, there has been a slight change to our starting time. So originally we had 10 a.m., but due to unforeseen circumstances and other cabinet priorities, we have had to move to 9 a.m. As per the schedule, so there is a session for question and answers. Unfortunately, we won't have a session for questions and answers as Honorable Minister has to attend to a special cabinet meeting today before 10 a.m. But we will have an opportunity for questions and answers for the staff and as well as our panel members. Without further ado, let's put our hands for Lafiomaya Kotino.
Good morning. It is with heartfelt gratitude that I welcome our distinguished media to our press conference today, and to everyone who will view our press conference to hear about the initiatives that we are undergoing here at the Ministry of Women, Community and Social Development. I would like to acknowledge Honorable Minister of Women, Community and Social Development, Lafiomaya Mukola Marasa Ali Morio'o, CEO of the Ministry, Lafiomaya No'au Tu'unawa'a, Deputy High Commissioner from Australia to Samoa, Kin Moy, Chief of Field Office for UNICEF Samoa, and on her way, Moy Loto Ulale Mamai, Vito Liatuile Patiatia, our Commonwealth Youth Council Samoa representative, and of course our esteemed team that is a part of this initiative. Taftai Lava for your support. Today marks the official launch of the EFI Malama Resilient Spirit Portraits of Samoan Women Warriors initiative, and it is truly an honor to have you all here today. This initiative is a powerful tribute to our unsung heroes in Samoa, the women who often go unnoticed, but they embody the strength, the leadership, and the service that uplift all of our families, communities, villages, and our country. EFI Imanama speaks to passing on wisdom and stories from generation to generation, and it's an initiative that celebrates the resilient spirit of our women who continue to lead in times of challenge and change. From governance to caregiving, they have paved the way for all of us here today, and this initiative is made possible by the generous support of our partners, the Government of Australia, DFAT, through Tautai and Tautua, and UNICEF, and together we aim to weave the narratives of these women into our future and to the fabric of our nation's history, so that our young people and our kids know about the legends that come from our very country. It is now my great privilege to introduce the Honorable Mulifola to deliver today's keynote address. So please join me in welcoming our minister.
Lea ua mai a o na pawhega i atu sui o ni tānga renga i amas whaia tino i a whatino. E tu sa au ngau auto ne yaso. O nā te poi wa malama o ni malu i ale whaamoe moe o le ne yaso. Ia e pe o tātou whaatastasi ai. Ia special greetings and acknowledge to our Deputy High Commissioner here. Australia, and also representative from UNICEF. Ia katalo patupoi ia tato pangapotupoto neta ia ia tua o mai ona pasopoli mai se forma leola. Ia ia te au ki tele e fala lo atu le amatanga lo ina. O se tasio po kalani ala mtanga rena. E ta ua ia fae e malama. Resilient Spirit Portraits of Samoan Women Warriors Initiative. O le nei tau mawhainga o se tasi o ngā luenga wha awau le mta ngā luenga. Awa le te pisaina o le sao tā o tinau ta maitai, ia tina o ainga, nuu e ka le sia pa pesa mo atoa. O se patu na te tō mai le whamanatuina o le asa whapitoa, mo ta maitai o le launani o le International Women's Day. Ia mati, ma le aso whapitoa mo tinao Samoa. Ia me e tausanga nei, lea ua fua mai ne so. O le aunga le nei tau mawhainga, ia aloa ia le whaamaumaunga, o le tala whaasolo pito, tinao mata maitai, ua I longa lo lātou sao, I le ati na eina o Samoa, I so o se vaenga o soifuanga. O nei whaamaumaunga e awala mai ata tusia o portraits. O se tusi, a book, whapea se ata, o le documentary. O le awea mapuna oa whale awa onga. E whalawa I tele aita mawhainga ese, o loo ta I mua aiti nā mata maitai o Samoa. O le ātangia mai le nei pōkalami, le tele o matatia, ua ausia ti nā mata maitai. Ma o matatia, e whaau Sofia ai le soifua tauiwi, ma le nau I ati na e Samoa, mo a tātou tupulanga talabou, whaapele whanau lalaboa. O le aunga tonu le nei o le ia whae e marama, a wā o nei matati a uma e tuuli mātu. E tu ngutu atu, ma whae e atu, ma le wha moe moe, e whaau Sofia ai moe aluanga o tupulanga whai, ma ia whai mea sili mo Samoa. O le titalo, ia avea le whataita inga le lei o whaia leiti nā, mata maita I longa, e tape na ai le isi tupulanga o taitai Samoa, e alo lopa I si o tātou atunu. Ma avea rātou tau mawhainga maawala o manuia mo le atunu o nau tele. O se tasi le nei o whaamamafa le tātou malo, o loi le tātou fōfuanga o ati nae mo nuu mawhio anga, for the Community Sector Plan 2024 to 2028. O le nei whaamoe moe e amata atu le aso, e o atu lava I whaamanatuina le aso whaapitoa ta maitai o laulani for the International Women's Day. Whaapea le aso whaapitoa mo tinao Samoa mo le tausanga lo o lima. O loo iai fo I fufuanga e whaao atu le nei pōkalame I whono whaavai I tū malo e 5 skutasi I le lumanai. Ma o te whia whaaleo ai le ngāma whaatai le malo Australia, ia I lausunga le High Commissioner, Your Excellency Rio Robinson, whaapea le sui o le whaalauputonga malo o whaatasi, a wale ati na I tau tamaiti po le UNICEF, mo le whaatupeina o le nei pōkalame tāua. O le sao tāua le nei o tātou whaanga, mo le langolangoina o ati nae mo le atunu. Tāua palapa. Today, we gather to celebrate the untold stories of our mothers and women, leaders, who have shaped the course of governance in Samoa with their wisdom, resilience, and compassion. Mothers, often the unsung heroes, have forged unity within families and communities, embodying the strength that nurtures and sustains our society. It is with immense pride that we launch Iafai e Malama, Resilient Spirit, Portrait of Samoa Women Warriors, a comprehensive project that includes powerful portraits, a two-part documentary series, and a forthcoming book. This initiative honors the indomitable spirit of Samoan women, past and present, and aligns with Samoa's long history of advancing gender equality and social inclusion. Samoan women have always been the backbone of governance, family, and community leadership. And I always believe in the heart of Samoa, mothers weave the fabric of our future with threads of wisdom, compassion, and resilience. This sentiment beautifully reflects the essence of this project. From the ancient times of Napanua, Arivia Toa, warrior, and Ali'i, from the Sato Maitea clan, who held 4 paramount papa titles, to Queen Salamasina in the 1500s, who epitomized leadership and diplomacy through her Te Whaipa status. Samoan women have long been central to our governance and cultural identity. Fast forward to more recent history, we acknowledge trailblazers like the Honorable La'u Pitalimanimau Mata'afa, a stateswoman, traditional leader, and whose legacy continues through her daughter, Honorable Fiame Naomi Mata'afa, a distinguished leader with over 30 years of service in Parliament, now serving as Samoa's first female Prime Minister. The Resilient Spirit initiative celebrates the significant roles our women have played in shaping Samoa's governance, economy, and social progress. Samoan women are regarded as Tamasana, sacred offspring, a reflection of their esteemed place in families and communities. And through the concept of Ve'amaina, sacred covenant, women are seen as the foundation of harmony and peace, a role deeply respected in our cultural framework. However, despite their profound contribution, Samoan women often face systemic barriers and intersecting forms of violence and discrimination. Their dual responsibilities in economic and domestic roles frequently leave them time poor, limiting their formal representation in leadership. Yet, their resilience and ability to rise above these challenges is what we honor today. Through roadshows and Fofola de Fama Talanoa session in 51 districts, this project captures and shares the remarkable stories of Samoa women warriors. The portrait exhibition will further illuminate their resilience, and the accompanying 2-part documentary will delve deeply into their influence and legacy. The upcoming book will serve as a lasting tribute to the strength and leadership of these remarkable women. With the support of Australia DFAT and UNICEF Pacific, Resilient Spirit is not just a celebration, but a strategic initiative to pave the way for a more inclusive future. By launching an e-hub that provides crucial support for women and children in need, this project underscores our commitment to gender equality, empowerment, and social inclusion through Samoa lenses, context, and setting. Aligned with Samoa's national development goals, this initiative contributes to gender policies, drives economic growth, and enhances health and education outcomes. Our expected outcomes include a renewed sense of national pride, recognition of women's invaluable contribution, heightened awareness of justice, and increased involvement of women in governance and decision-making. Resilient Spirits, Portrait of Samoa Women Warriors, is more than just a project. It is a movement. It honors the women who paved the way for us and inspires future generations to continue that legacy. By celebrating the stories of Samoan women, the true warriors of our society, we build a stronger, more resilient, and inclusive future. Yefa'ai Malama. These women warriors uplift their community by raising the light, whether through covenants, caregiving, or leading in times of crisis. They serve as role models, showing that despite hardship, they continue to shine and inspire others to do the same. And the community can internalize and embraces the message by recognizing the strength in adversity. Just as light overcomes darkness, these women demonstrate that challenges can be met through strength and resilience. Fostering unity and support, the light symbolized by these women is not only personal strength, but a collective vow, urging the community to come together and uplift one another. Third, embracing action and leadership. The quote calls for action, to not only see the light, but to actively raise it, echoing the need for communities to participate in positive change and embrace the leadership of these women. In essence, Yefa'ai Malama becomes a call for the community to recognize the guiding light of their women warriors and be inspired to elevate their own contribution for the collective good. Thank you, and may we continue to walk forward with pride and purpose, guided by the strength of Samoan women warriors. So for my
Honourable Minister, for your powerful words that inspire us all and for officially launching our initiative. Next, I would like to invite our development partners who significantly contribute to making this initiative possible. I'd like to welcome our Deputy High Commissioner, Ms. Claire Mageean, who will share remarks on this partnership.
Well, hello Palava and good morning everyone. Can I acknowledge Honourable Minister Moripola and also Minister of Women, Community and Social Development, our UNICEF representative here today, Kim Moyai, Pacific Islands, Puatino, Moana Shwanki, Pacific Commonwealth Youth Council Executive Board Member, congratulations, Ms. Mololoto Tualeapa Tiatia, CEO, representatives of the media and friends here today. I'm really humbled to be here among so many esteemed women leaders. So bifo tele lava for the kind invitation. And can I send apologies and regrets from the High Commissioner, who we were fighting together over who got to do this today. But I'm grateful for the change of time, which meant that I got. Minister Moripola, I guess first of all, just a big congratulations for the vision for this initiative and for your ministry. This really encapsulates the resilient spirit of the women warriors in Samoa. I also congratulate again Moiloto Tualeapa Tiatia on your appointment on the Commonwealth Youth Council Executive Board. That's a very esteemed role and one that you will fill capably and proudly for your country. So, women are girls, the backbone of our societies and communities, as the Minister has described. It is true back home in Australia, as it is here in Samoa. Women and girls all over the world have demonstrated time and time again that they are capable, strong, and resilient. For Samoa, they are the synapse that ties families, villages, and communities together. We only have to look to Samoa's government to find such role models of strength and resilience, as the Minister has spoken about, but which I think is worth repeating. Honourable Prime Minister Finei Naomi Mata'afa is not only the first female head of government for Samoa, but was also the first female cabinet minister in 1991 and deputy prime minister in 2016. The first and only female minister of finance in Samoa and the Pacific, is with us today, Minister Molly Poller, and is now, of course, in the esteemed role of Minister of Women. Yet women's leadership excellence isn't only evident in the field of politics. In education, the first PhD holder was a woman, the late Ayono Dr. Fanaafi Yatamaloa. You'll have to forgive all of my pronunciations. In the field of health, the first female doctor in Samoa and the Pacific, Papali, Dr. Viopapa Atherton. And in the field of sports, Samoa's first and so far only Olympic medalist is female, Ele Opolomai. In regional development, the positions of Deputy Secretary General of the Pacific Islands Forum Secretariat and the Pacific Regional Environment Program are held by two Samoan women, Ms. Desna Salofa and Ms. Easter Chu Shin. And Samoa has some of the highest rates of women representation in business leadership across the Blue Pacific. Currently 41% of Samoa's board chair positions are held by women, while 45% of CEOs are women. This is truly impressive. Yet we also know that across Samoa, communities are bursting at the seams with women leaders making invaluable contributions within their families and villages, as the Minister's spoken about. Their contributions are just as valuable and just as critical to building a thriving Samoa, and the same goes in Australia. So why does it matter? Why is it important that we work together to support more women and girls in leadership? We know that no country, Australia included, can meet its full potential without ensuring all its citizens have equitable access to opportunities. That is why gender equality is a priority for the Australian Government and sits at the heart of our international engagement. We know women and girls are national resources that we need to tap into to help us find transformative solutions to shared challenges. Women and girls bring unique perspectives and ideas and understand their own needs better than anyone. Evidence tells us that when women are present and active at decision-making tables and are consulted within decision-making spaces, economies and societies thrive. As Australia's ambassador of gender equality, Ms. Stephanie Copus-Campbell has continued to advocate globally, investing in women isn't just the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do. That's why Australia is pleased to support this initiative through our Tatua and Tapai partnership programs with financial support of 295,000 tala. By supporting this project, we join Samoa in celebrating the invaluable contributions Samoan women and girls make across all facets of Samoan life. And while I'm excited to see the portraits being prepared as part of this project, particularly those to be revealed at Chobham, I'm perhaps most excited to hear the conversations that will be taking place nationally and in communities on what women's leadership looks like, how to cultivate it, celebrate it, and harness it. I'm confident that the Resilient Spirits initiative will encourage transformational dialogue on gender equality and women's leadership and inspire the next generation of Samoan leaders. Papa taitele lava, sofua mai.
Thank you so much, Claire, for your support and the support of the Australian High Commission. I now would like to invite our Chief of Field Office for UNICEF Samoa, Kim Moy A, to share her thoughts on the collaborative efforts between UNICEF and this initiative.
Honorable Minister, Women, Community, Social Development, Olipula Anarusa Alumu, and Deputy High Commissioner, Ms. Clara Megichen, and CEO Joao Tunica, and our very efficient, our master of ceremony, Ms. Moana Shawanka from Miss Pacific, and our youth representative Moluto, and our partners from CSO, NGO,
and also our government representatives, special guests. Kalupalava, everyone. On behalf of UNICEF, it is my absolute pleasure to join all of you today to be part of this introduction of the Resilient Spirit Samoa Women Warriors project, a remarkable initiative by the ministry in Samoa, together with the support of the defense and Tautai. This initiative not only celebrates the strength and resilience of all women, but also served as a vital platform for sharing their stories and inspiring the future generation. UNICEF is pleased to be a partner in support of this project, as this is a symbol of the solidarity with the ministry and all the women and contributors in this noble initiative. I recall a moment a few years ago. I read an article in the foreign newspaper about our Prime Minister Naomi Mata'afa and her legacy and her vision for the resilient Samoa. It really inspiring for me, and this article actually part of my decision to come into Samoa and to interact with the very strong and resilient women here in Samoa. Earlier this year, at the 68th Commission on the Status of Women, the UNCS 68, Minister Muripola reaffirmed that Samoa's commitment to accelerate the achievement of the gender equality and the empowerment of all the women and girls by addressing the poverty and eliminating barriers and creating the enabling environment for their participation that will promote the Samoan values, customs, and traditions. These words resonate well with the locally known proverb, "Eau leinai lau a tamatai." Forgive me if my pronunciation is very bad. That emphasizes that women can excel and make valuable contribution when given the opportunities. So at UNICEF, we prioritize the gender equality and empowerment of women and girls as a crucially protecting the right of all children. Tomorrow is 11th October, is the International Day for the Girls. So we are going to celebrate. It is a global movement for the girls everywhere, amplifying their voices, actions, and the leadership. So our findings show that the girls are not only courageous in the face of challenges, but also hopeful for the future. But girls cannot realize this vision alone. They need the allies who will listen to them and also who will respond to their needs. Evidence shows that with the right support, the resources and opportunity, the potential of the girls is limitless. Samoan women warriors are all around us, in our home, in our community, schools, and in the leadership circle. So, even this year, I have witnessed that this Anufali mentoring and leadership project in Samoa, which is very appreciative, and I think so many countries in the world should learn from Samoa. As we move forward, it is very crucial to recognize the importance of the intergenerational knowledge and leadership. Passing the torch to the younger generation is not just an act of empowerment, it is essential for building the sustainable future. By nurturing the spirit of the young women and girls and encouraging their leadership, we can create the powerful forces for the change. In closing, I would like to express our gratitude to the ministry for this incredible initiative profiling Samoan women warriors, and also thanks to DFED and Tautai Tautor for supporting the major part of the project. Together, we can create a legacy of resilience and empowerment empowerment for the generations to come. I wish you all very fruitful day. Thank you, Fafetai Telinaba.
Thank him for your support. It's through partnerships like this that we continue to uplift our women here in Samoa. And on that note, next we move to the formal launch of our Commonwealth Youth Council Samoa representative, Fa'amalo Lava Moiloto, for this outstanding achievement, not only a personal milestone, but a milestone for Samoa and the region. Moiloto is a young entrepreneur and artist and will now serve on the Commonwealth Youth Council Executive for 2024 to 2026. And I would like to invite her to share some words on this achievement.
Good morning. Warm Pacific greetings. I'm going to be very informal because it's nice to be yourself. Because everyone gets you. Yeah, it's a mental attitude. Also, something I will speak in Samoan and English. Ole tulama le o Sofia ole tanga tsa ba le tulama e mama le tsa u fa sui tulama tsa mo e la mona ile fa ana etia okay such a milestone. E la mona ile fa ana etia ona ole fa tutuanga utu ina mai mo so fa tsawa ole mtafa yo tino ole ni tulanga tufi ina ia fa o fi sa fa ino tulanga ole tsakulenga ati na emte mo fa ina mo tulanga tsalo o Samoa fa pele fa le Pacifica e fa sina tole i va enga taua ile Pacifica e pe o swinga o tau o oma sa ilinga ngā wenga, whapere au sia o awanoa tutu sa mo tangata uma. O le tangi to runga, I'm so sorry. Ale ta pena tu pulanga tala wo, o le manuia fo ilea o se atunu umalona ni nai. Mo Samoa, o le ono 10% o le awha ingo tangata anu o tu pulanga tala wo. E whapea fo i tele o isi motu i Pasifika. O lono winga, mo si Samoa po si Pasifika mandia, e mana uia lava le ati nae, malango winga o tukulanga tala E tāua le tātou leo, e tāua le mātou leo, ma le mātou sāwi waenga ese uma o ati nae mafufuanga alualu I uma mo Samoa. E tāua fo I le whaongaina, o le lātou mālosi wha le time, ma le songa wha le mawhauwhau e lango ai le atina enga o Samoa I tūlanga nei ai leo tūlanga masei. E momoli atu fo I le nganga whaftai ni tanga luenga o tina matimaitai, nu umanga fisotai mo le lātou lango ina, ma le lango sua o so whatau waa mo le ni tofi. O se ngā luenga o le aso o awha I le tele o ngā luenga ua I le tele o ngā luenga o ne whaatino matai mua ai tupulanga tarawo I tausanga I tele. O te mawhana foi o le whaatinoa le ne ngā luenga e au te wā uma ai tupulanga tarawo ma o le ngā luenga whai whaatasi. Sorry, my tears are getting in the way of my reading. O tala le atunu, o le tele o suru e maua I whiumota. O le awai fo I tupulanga ma o latu manatu. Ma whamamafa I ni tā uputau ati nae o aina nu e ka le sia ma le atunu. E te le ai se ai mo le kumanai. Ma se le leila o tele mo Samoa lo tātou tofu mai atu. Samoa. I'm very honored and privileged to have been bestowed this achievement, not only for myself, but I think also for Samoa. I believe I was told that this is the first time a Polynesian is sitting in the Youth Council, the Commonwealth Youth Council chair for the whole Pacific. And I am deeply honored. I am not perfect, but by time I will add on to my errors. As a young Samaita Samoa, I just want to thank the ministry. They've been at my back end all the time, especially CEO. They say when someone cries, it means she's actually she's actually there for the actual thing. She means it. I do not take this position lightly, and to have such strong women as my mentors, Minister, CEO, and other women leaders who have been my mentors in the past. Some of the women who are getting portraits done are my former mentors and teachers, and I'm so happy to announce that the school I'm teaching at is actually preparing these portraits. So it's a very surreal moment for me to see these being done. I've known Minister since I was little. I went to school with her daughter, and to have her beside me during this time is an honor and privilege. And to have Sarsala by me as well is it's amazing to have these women. And also I would like to acknowledge Onome Productions who made the initiative of Anufale. Because if it wasn't for Anufale, I wouldn't be here. Yes, Anufale is such an amazing initiative for women, and I hope by next year, the next initiative, we can have even more than 30 girls in Anufale. But yes, I apologize for crying, and I hope to fix that.
Thank you, Moira. So we are so proud of you, and I'm sure we have the whole of our countries supporting you and keeping you in our prayers. So stay strong while you embark on this new journey. I'd like to thank all of our esteemed panel today for being here and also acknowledging the presence of His Excellency Will Robinson. Thank you for the support of the Australian Government and the Australian High Commission that has made this initiative possible, and we really appreciate your support. I'd also like to acknowledge that it's World Mental Health Day, and I just drove past the Samoa Government building where they are doing the launch of World Mental Health Day. So keeping in mind the importance of overall well-being, checking on your family members, your parents, your grandparents, today and every day. Before we close up, I would like to invite our special guests, CEO, ACO, His Excellency, as well as our team, and our youth representative for a group photo before we dismiss our conversation.